What's up, people? All right, I am wrapping up a test and review on this 4K dash cam, this 2-channel 4K dash cam that I got a couple of weeks ago. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. I mean, it is, I would consider your entry-level dash cam. It has built-in Wi-Fi. It comes with an app you can download. It's 4K. It does have a rear-facing camera. It does not have all the functions that a more expensive model would have, like motion detection, etc. And it does have GPS, okay, but it is built nice. It's not cheap. It's heavy in your hand. The magnetic mount, I wish they would do a little bit something with the mount, because once you set it and it's straight, you can only go up and down like this. You can't go side to side. Now, that's the fault of a lot of actual dash cams, that once you set it in place and it's where you want it, like this on the horizon, you cannot adjust the horizon once that mount is set. That's something I really wish that more dash cam companies would look at. So I can't fault this one for being like everybody else. You could go up and down, but your horizon is pretty much locked once you set it. So please, if you're really anal, the way to mount a dash cam is to go into live view. First, set it up, plug it in, download the app, connect it to your phone, your smartphone, live view into the camera itself, or if it has a touchscreen LCD like this, be very careful when you mount it and look through to see that's the picture you want. That's the horizon you want, because you're going to be stuck with it unless you feel like removing the double M tape or the 3M tape. So I'm going to show you some footage. I'm going to show you day and night, and we're going to discuss each briefly. This is a very brief review. First, let's just jump right into it and look at daytime footage. Check this out. Okay, so the daytime footage is really good. I mean, the 4K is great. You can make out numbers, license plates, etc. So it does really good during the day. The color that the camera generates looks good. There's no weird looking discoloration. So I'm actually pretty impressed with the daytime footage. Now let's check out the nighttime footage. Okay, so the nighttime footage struggles, all right? But so do a lot of dash cams. Now, the higher end models with your Sony Starvis sensor and your HDR and do a little bit better at night. But this isn't bad. This isn't bad. Now, a lot of people believe that your dash cam has to have the ability to pick up a license plate. And that's not always the case. That's probably a small percentage of what you'll need this for. What you're going to need this for is if you're involved in an accident or you witness an accident, who was at fault. If you get hit by another car, hopefully they're not going to flee the scene. And even if they do, chances of you catching their license plate, even with the best camera in the world, not always 100%. What you want to be able to prove is that when officer shows up, hey, I had the green light, here you go. Or you get pulled over. I know I was driving the speed limit. Here's the GPS, the miles per hour or the kilometers off of the dash cam, okay? So Yes, it is important that you want a camera that can read license plates. This 4K camera does an excellent job at that. But it's also, you got to be mindful that you really want this to prove what happened in the event of an accident. You get broadsided on from your left or your right, you're not going to see a license plate. You want to be able to be like, hey, I had the right of way. This person was in the wrong, etc. So even though the nighttime footage struggles a little bit, I still recommend this camera. It's a great entry level camera, 4K, and you can hide it where you want. Now, we did not test or show you footage from the rear view camera. I didn't feel that was necessary in this test because overall, the front is what you really want. The back does fine. It's 1080p. Only the front camera is 4K, but the back does fine, just like all my other dash cams. The rear is pretty much the same as almost every other single one that I've tested, so there isn't anything spectacular to talk about. You get plenty of cable to wire this into your vehicle going along the headliner, front and back. And if you're somebody who's not that technical and you really don't want to go through the whole hassle of subscriptions and all this, and you just want a camera that you can slap a micro SD card in on the side and literally just plug this into your cigarette lighter, mount it and go, this is it. And for security purposes, if you live in an area of high crime, a high crime area, and you want to take this with you, it attaches and detaches right here. So I'm going to go through a couple of things with it. We're going to take you off this mount, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. All right, so this is how it mounts, all right? There's that part right there. All you're going to do is, and it's a strong magnet, okay? It goes right up there. So let's start the vehicle. There you go. Now, if you already connected this to the internet, to your Wi-Fi, which the generic password is 1234567 it's going to connect here in a second. You're going to see it pop up. But in the meantime, it's touchscreen. You can tap this, you got your microphone, you can take a screenshot or take a snapshot. Watch. Just like that. We just took a picture. You can start and stop the recording, just like that. And you can always tell in the upper left-hand corner if it's recording, the little red button, it's blinking. Down here, you click on this, and then it'll take you into your settings. You can do playback, right? You could cycle through all your files. We want to back out of this. You have your system settings. Let's just say over here, video, etc. All right, you could set up all your video parameters just like that, sensor. And over here is always to back out and return, all right? So absolutely easy little camera. And like I said, when you're done using it, remember what I mentioned at the beginning about mounting this with the horizon, because you can only go up and down once you mount it. That's pretty much as far as it goes, just like that. You cannot go left and right. There's no horizon adjustment, which that's the fault of a lot of cameras. Like you can see our black views up here, one that we're still testing, our main one. There is no horizon adjust either on any of the cameras that I have in the vehicle, as you can see back there, okay? Something dash cam companies should really look into is like having a horizon adjust. It's just my opinion. All right, and when you're done with this, all you gotta do is look, grab it and just pull it right off. That's it. Just pop it right off and you're good to go. I mean, it's strong. These magnets are really, really strong. And again, whenever you take this off or remount it, always take the time to adjust it for your horizon before you get going, okay? All right, so that's it. That's our little review of this camera. The footage, make your own assessment after watching that, if this is something you want. I'll have a link for it down in the description of it. I do recommend this for somebody who isn't technical, who wants an entry-level camera, doesn't want to spend a lot of money, wants a decent camera, and literally wants to just go, hey, I need something small, compact, hidden, that I can just pop in my pocket and take it with me wherever I want to go. The good thing is also that I failed to mention is that the cable can plug directly into the camera or into the window mount, okay? If you have it mounted on your windshield, you want to have the cable run and plugged into the window mount. If you have it at home and you need to test something, you want to plug it into something, you can plug it right directly into the camera and power it that way. You guys will be the deciding factor on whether or not you like this camera. I want to know your comments down in the description. We've tested a lot of dash cams. It's very, very rare that I come across one that I don't like. This one I actually like. Description, info, link. Before you go, do me a favor, click that like button, click that little bell notification. If you like the content we put out, click the super thanks button. Don't forget to click subscribe. Last but not least, you guys and girls all be safe. That's all I got. I'm out.